Hi, this is Melissa Daniels with Strabismus to Stereopsis, and in this series we are talking about different ways that people are trying to fix strabismus, which is when your eyes aren't pointed the same direction, and basically what these different methods can and cannot do. So we've talked about surgery, now we're going to talk about vision therapy and what the possibilities are with vision therapy. I love to just know, give it to me straight, tell me what the possibilities are and are not. And so that's what I'm going to try to do for you today. Now, before we jump into that, make sure you go over to learn.strabismussolutions.com where you can get a lot of different resources. I have a quiz you can take to choose between surgery and vision therapy. You can fill out a form and I'll help you find a vision therapy office. That's for free. You can also sign up for a Zoom call with me where we talk about exactly what's going on with you and how you can take steps to move forward. And I love doing those calls. That's one of my favorite things that I get to do with this work that I'm doing. All right, so let's look into what vision therapy can and cannot do. And of course, there are always exceptions. Strabismus is this crazy diagnosis that there are people, you can take 5 people with the exact same diagnosis and give them the same treatment and they all respond completely differently. And studies just aren't super effective with strabismus because we all react so differently to different therapies and surgery and all the things. And so there's no all or nothing. What I'm going to try to give you is some general ideas so that you can kind of know what to expect. Okay. So what are some things vision therapy can do, right? Vision therapy can definitely teach your brain how to use your eyes together to get stereopsis, which is that beautiful 3D vision where your eyes combine what they're seeing and give space and depth to objects that you're looking at, okay? That is vision therapy. There's a million different exercises and tools that they use to help rewire your brain for two-eyed seeing, okay? That's the bread and butter of vision therapy. It's not an overnight thing, but that is possible for any age. You hear people from as young as little tinies to people, I think I just read a story about somebody who was 70 and gained stereopsis. So this is something that is possible throughout life. Another thing that vision therapy can help you do is gain control of an eye turn. So if your eyes are like this, you can learn how to control those muscles and straighten your eyes. That is definitely possible with vision therapy. Another thing that's really neat with vision therapy is that it integrates your vision with the rest of your body. So if you are, you have surgery and your eyes are physically aligned, but the rest of your body doesn't actually know where you are in space. And so vision therapy is going to help integrate the way you walk or jump or do these different things with your vision and with some of your reflexes. So that's really cool too, is that it's like a whole body approach. I really like that. And then, of course, vision therapy can change your life. I'm such an advocate. I love vision therapy. Changed my life completely. Even though I'm not this perfect result, I gained so much. And so I think, okay, if I could have, if we're on a scale of 0 to 10 and I was at a 0 and now I'm at a 5 or a 6, right? Some people might not think I would be excited, but I'm this is amazing. And imagine there's people who get to a 10, if this changed my life so much to get to a 5, imagine for those people who get to a 10. So to me, it's just exciting. It'll change your life in a lot of different ways. So that is what vision therapy can do. Now let's just talk a little bit about the limitations to, just set your expectations. Not that you shouldn't reach for the stars, but I don't know, I'm a realist. I like to kind of know the possibilities. So it cannot guarantee a result, especially for a case like mine, congenital esotropia. It's kind of one of the worst case scenarios. It's not great. I'm an adult, so my whole visual cortex developed terribly in those formative ages. So for me, guaranteed perfect stereopsis at a 10, that's not possible, right? It could happen eventually, but it's not a guarantee. And it's good to know that there's some people that if you're completely blind in one eye, sometimes you do vision therapy and that eye wakes up and you gain so much, and other people it doesn't happen. And so just good to know there's no result guaranteed, just like any other modality, right? Another thing is that it is not going to fix your eye turn or your stereo vision quickly. This is not fast. This is not something that You're like, oh yeah, I'll go to therapy for a month or two. This is not like physical therapy. Okay, my husband's a physical therapist and he has a patient for 12 weeks and he changes their lives, which is so cool. That's not how it works in vision therapy. It takes a lot longer because you're having to rewire your entire brain. So the changes take time. And so it's just good to know it can't be a quick fix. Every now and then you'll hear like some like random like story where they get it in like 9 months or something. That's amazing, but that's not usual for someone with a super severe case of strabismus. Now, someone that's had good stereo vision and then they're getting some double because they're looking at the computer a lot and they're getting some double in the distance, that might be a little bit faster than what I experienced, but just knowing this is a long process. And I will just say this is not something that it can't do necessarily, but I will just say it's really, really hard. And you don't, I have examples for and against this, but I'm just going to say it because I think it's good to know. If you have a large angle, especially a large angle turning in or out, but especially in, you're probably not going to get all the way there without surgery and vision therapy. Now, there are exceptions. People gain that control, especially younger kids are able to do that. But if you're an adult and you've had that eye position for years and years and years and years and years, it's going to take years and years and years and years and years of vision therapy to undo that. Sometimes surgery can speed up that process. But it's just good to know that if you've got that super high angle, I would say like above 20, you might not be able to get all the way there with just vision therapy. Can you still get great improvements? Yes. Functionally, it could change a lot of things in your life, but having your eyes straight all the time probably is not going to happen if you have a really high angle. When you're tired, when you drink, different things like that, you're still going to see that eye turn coming back into play if it's a large angle. So it's just good to know, right? Like vision therapy can do so much. It can help you functionally in your life in all the ways, but it might not get you 100%. If it's a super severe case of strabismus, they're going to be able to help you a lot, but it might not be 100%. And it's just good to know that, knowing that, okay, this is going to help, but I think I always compare it to a weight loss journey. If I weighed 500 pounds and I went to somebody and they said, I can get you to 250. I can get you, I can drop your weight by half, but I can't get you below that. Would I do it? Or would I be like, well, if you can't get me to 150, I'm out. I'm not interested. No, I would be like, okay, well, if that's as good as it's going to get for me, I'm all in. I want that. Because how life-changing would that be, right? But it's good to know that it might not be all the way possible. Now, weight loss is different. It is possible. With your eyes, it could be possible, but it might just take a really, really long time. I still believe that I'm going to get to a 10. I am so confident that it's going to happen. It just might, take forever until I die. That's fine. I'm in. It's just my hobby now. I got to the point where I can drive, I can play sports. I've got some really good depth perception, like all the things that were like a need, like this has to happen because I can't function in my world. All of those have been fixed with vision therapy. Now I just want to see how good my vision can get. And so now it's just become this fun game for me. But I kind of wish that I had known that going into it, what the possibilities were and were not, so that I could have that realistic expectation of what I could accomplish. So hopefully that's helpful to you. If you haven't tried vision therapy yet and you're interested, most offices actually will offer a free consultation. So if you send me, fill out the form on my website at learn.strabismussolutions.com, there's like a find vision therapy link. Fill out that form. I will get that form. I will look at where you are. I'll consult my list. I have this master Excel spreadsheet that's getting really big where I keep all of the offices that I've vetted and made sure that they're like a good vision therapy office. And I'll send you the ones that are closest to you. So that's just a service that I do because I want more people to be exposed and just know their options. But you can go in. Most offices will offer like a free 15-minute consultation to just tell you if you're a good candidate or not. You probably are. It'd probably be worth it to just book the initial evaluation and see what they have to say. But that isn't, you can do that step without committing to anything. And I think just knowing those options and what's available helps you just feel more confident in whatever direction you decide to go. So I'd love to help you with that. I hope you have a fantastic day, and we will see you in the next video.